The Splattershot Jr., the first weapon you're given while playing Splatoon, and yet still one of the better weapons in the game. I'm beta of the pack, and am absolutely terrible at Splatoon, so if there's anyone's advice you shouldn't take, it's mine. That being said, let's begin. It's kind of fitting that the first video in this series is about the Splattershot Jr., not only because it's the first weapon in the game, but because my very high-pitched voice makes me sound like a 3-year-old. The Splattershot Jr., to me at least, is a lot like the NZAP 85, so if you know how to use that, you should feel pretty comfortable with this. They have similar range, similar fire rate, and the same special. However, there are some differences. The two most notable are A. The Splattershot Jr. shots are more spread out, spraying in all different directions. This makes it less effective at combat, but more effective at covering turf. The second is the sub-weapon, being Splat Bomb instead of Suction Bomb. Speaking of Splat Bomb, let's get into that now. The Splat Bomb is arguably the best sub-weapon in the game right now, and all because of one simple tactic: bomb sliding. Bomb sliding is very simple, yet very effective. To execute bomb sliding, throw your bomb at around a 45-degree angle downwards. If you do this, the bomb will explode almost instantly when it stops moving. This is because the Splat Bomb explosion timer only counts when it is on the ground, so if you slide it across the ground, the timer is ticking the whole time. It is most effective in narrow but well-traveled passages, like the alleys in Blackbelly Skate Park, the bridge in Muscle Forge Fitness, and the pathways in Wahoo World. Splat bombs also have a large explosion radius, which help build up your special even faster. Speaking of special, let's talk about ink armor. There is one thing I need to make very clear about ink armor. Ink armor does not make you invincible. I cannot stress enough that you can still die with ink armor activated. It just gives you a few extra hits. It's like having a shield potion in Fortnite. It just lets you take a couple more hits before taking damage. I'm gonna get called out for making a Fortnite reference, aren't I? Ink armor is best used when at a checkpoint on the tower, making a push with the Rainmaker, scoring a super clam, or taking the splat zone. In all these cases, having a few extra hits will help you kill any enemies, letting you progress. There is only one time you should ignore people shooting at you while you have ink armor activated and make a suicide run: scoring a super clam late game. Assuming I do my job as editor, that will be shown here. Finally, let's talk about the main weapon itself. The Splattershot Jr. has low range and damage, with a very high fire rate and incredible ink efficiency. With this weapon, it takes 4 hits to kill. This weapon is only good at close range combat, and splat bombs should be used for anyone long range. As for gear abilities, special power-up is always good with ink armor, as it not only decreases ink armor's startup time, but it also increases ink armor's duration. Special charge up is also good, as it is always good to have armor ready for your team. To compensate for the Splattershot Jr.'s low damage output, ink resistance up can help you live long enough to finish the kill, and ink recovery up and sub saver is good to help with how many bombs you'll be using. This concludes the first video in the How to Main series, and from now on, I'll be taking comment suggestions for what weapon to do next. With that being said, this is Beta of the Pack, signing out.